coach like him, who's been coaching for over 50 years, it definitely means a lot, so I definitely appreciate that.
I got one for each of you. Oziyah, do you think that when you're paired up in the backcourt with Dylan, that it sort of liberates you to take more shots and you're less responsible for like getting the other guys involved?
I mean, yeah, Dylan, he's a great point guard. You know, he has great vision, so I feel like whenever I'm playing with him, he definitely finds ways to get me open. And I'm also used to playing off ball, so I feel natural playing that as well, so yeah.
And Dylan, can you sort of like take us through the timeline? Because like the last time we saw you, you know, injured and sitting out the Alabama game. When did you get able to participate in practice? And when did Coach Pitino suggest to you that you would be the starter tonight?
So I sat out the full week after the Quinnipiac game, missed that full week, and then I think I came back. I practiced half of Wednesday, and then my first day full was Thursday, and then, to be honest, I found out this morning that shoot around. So, and I mean, you didn't even really tell us that shoot around. I was just running with the first team, so I guess.
Dylan, you brought a lot of energy tonight. You played the most minutes. Did you feel a sense of urgency with this game?
Not necessarily. I think every game, I try to bring as much energy as I can. I think that's kind of what I'm best at. I just try to make winning plays, try to bring energy, and make the right play to help lead our team to victory.
Dylan, can you talk about the start of the second half? I think you had a driving layup, then 2 assists, and forced a turnover. That like 8-0 run at the start of the second half that you kind of fueled. What was that coming out of the locker room?
Yeah, I just feel like we knew we had to pick up our energy. We feel like we're giving them the 3-point line and kind of, they were kind of hitting tough shots, but we needed to pick up our energy, pick up our talk, and I just try to come out and start the second half and bring that and try to uplift everybody else.
What you see is the difference in the second half, and all of a sudden it was a 5-point game, and all of a sudden it was 30.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we just stayed, bought in. First half, they hit some tough shots, things like that, but we didn't let that phase us. We didn't let that bring us down. And then second half, we came out with, a lot better energy, a lot better start. Got some steals, deflections, and, the lead built from there.
Shots. We're planning on starting Oziyah and lefty. And when we put in their full court press, we were turning the ball over constantly, and the white team was destroying the red team, the starters, simulating their pressure. So I walked upstairs and told the staff, I said, it's not going to work. We're going to start Dylan against this pressure. And certainly Dylan was magnificent tonight at breaking pressure, doing great things, and made us so much a better basketball team. Tough team to play against, by the way. This is not an easy team to play against because of their pace. But our guys did a tremendous job in the second half of being active with their hands, creating steals, creating good opportunities offensively. Guys, but I really don't pay too much attention to starting. It's really irrelevant to me who starts. Bryce didn't start one game, Dylan didn't start tonight. If you look at it, Joe Son tonight played 20 minutes, almost 21 minutes. So I don't look at it just because I looked at it, we needed Dylan Darling because of their full court pressure. So it's not about reputations, it's not about they're all going to play. They're all going to play. And sometimes you're going to need Joe Son and Ian more than Oziyah and Dylan. Sometimes you'll need, depending on who you're playing.
Rick, your concern for this team, yesterday you talked about being a finesse team, and you were looking for more physicality. In the first half, it seemed like William and Mary was really pushing you guys back a little bit. Did you say something at halftime, or was there something you were looking for that you saw in the second half?
Yeah, I think we are a finesse team. That if we play the likes of Iowa State, there are a lot of teams in the league, like Georgetown, Iowa State, Houston are extremely physical basketball teams, and unless we get physical, we're gonna have a difficult time with those teams. So I don't know if we backed up. I just think we didn't guard the three very well. We weren't very active with our hands. In the second half, we got much more active. So there's nothing wrong with being a finesse team. That means you got great athletes and they're great in the open court. Nothing wrong with that, but we just gotta get a little tougher with the scouting reports.
And the follow-up to that is, looking forward, you've got a tough schedule going into Nevada. Do you feel like this team got a little bit more resilience tonight?
You know, Zuby has a saying, we're on a mass text, and I constantly text them. And Zuby keeps saying right away after I text him, one practice at a time, one day at a time. Just take care of business. And you know, with us, I say this all the time. I had two guys at Iona that really didn't have a high-level scholarship. Danis had none. Danis Jenkins, he's starting for the Pistons. Walter Clayton, I think he had Western Carolina and one or two small schools. And because they really got after it, got better, and took it one day at a time, they're both in the NBA now. So that's all we're trying to do is this is a new team. They're new to each other, they're learning each other. And so we're just gonna take it with Zuby's philosophy. One practice at a time, just try to get better each day. Don't look ahead to a big opponent. Don't look ahead to the NCAA. Just get better. And if we take that philosophy, then some of those guys may end up like Danis Jenkins and Walter Clayton.
Rick, you had said that you were hoping with the hard game against Alabama early that you might be able to figure out places where like you guys needed to work on and improve, and I'm sure that you did that. What would you say were the places where you showed the improvement tonight?
So, if you play against a team like this and you're constantly switching, they will take you apart with that Princeton offense. So I told the guys I wanted you to physically get into the screen, what we call getting skinny, try to become part of his body, and get over it. In the second half, we put on a clinic with that. We were great at it, great at rotating. So that's what we're trying to do. Switch out of necessity, but not out of convenience.
Rick, you said yesterday that you wanted Oziyah Sellers to shoot more threes. What do you think about his shooting tonight?
I thought he was trying to do it. He still passed up about 2 or 3, but he was trying to do it. I like the fact that he had 2 assists and no turnovers. I like the fact that in a high-scoring game we only had 11 turnovers, which is good. I like the way Oziyah played. I love the way Dylan played. Josan is a very aggressive young man. He's getting better and better. We had, we had 13 steals in the game. We forced 24 turnovers, so we were very active. We're getting better, and that's what you hope for.
Rick, the way that Dylan Darling has kind of developed as a point guard, what has been the most impressive thing that you've seen since you got him in the summer to where he is now?
He's 5'11" and he's tough as nails. Obviously, his father was a tough football player. And he's just a 5'11", 6-foot, tough kid. 5 rebounds tonight, broke the pressure, played a lot of minutes. I love his toughness, I love his ability. He's got great moxie, he's afraid of nothing. He has no fear at all of who he's playing against. He thinks he's the best player on the court. He tries on defense. He'll get beat once in a while, but we got to protect him.
Is kind of all those things that you described of him, is that what you thought you were getting when he committed here?
Yes, I did. That's what people told us about him. The coach of Washington State told us, you're getting a hell of a basketball player. His heart is a lot bigger than his size. So we're delighted to have him. I love all these guys. I think Josan Sanone has great potential. I think Ian Jackson has excellent potential. He's a little careless right now, and you see it, but he'll grow out of that because he's getting better defensively. A lot of times these young players judge what they do on their scoring. And when they grow out of that mentality, they become good basketball players. When they grow out of that. And that's what Josan and Ian have to do. gauge your game and how you play all phases of the game, not in scoring. But that's an AAU product, and that's mommy and daddy calling home and saying I scored 21 points.
Rick, two for you. The balance overall, 93 points without anybody above 15, 43 rebounds, only one guy above 5. What'd you think of the balance overall?
I thought the balance was really good, but I thought our attention to understanding the scouting report of how they play. They're even faster than Alabama with pushing the pace. Now, they won't shoot right away like Alabama, but they're going to try to backdoor you. But I think they may have gotten 3 backdoors the whole game, and I thought that was excellent.
And then maybe I'm reading too much into this, but you mentioned young team, still learning each other.
Not young team, new to each other.
New team, sorry, learning each other. You were up 35 and you did a coach's challenge on a goaltending. Is that a message to the team, like never take your foot off the gas kind of thing?
To tell you the truth, as a coach, now I won't press the other team when we're up that much, but I never look at the score. I just coach every possession as if it's my last breath on life. And that's the way I do it. So it's not, we just try to teach. So we're in a close game, we remember the way it's played. So I'm not trying to run up a score a lot of points. I'm just trying to teach them each moment. And the referee actually looked at me and I said, that's not a goaltender. Do I have to challenge this? He said, you have to challenge it.